Yo, in today's video, we'll be looking at creepy and strange TikToks that are gonna make you question everything.
Whoa, full moon tonight. Actually, once you get above the clouds, it's always a full moon. Is that true? Is any of this?
This bump has canceled and no one in their right mind would make any long-term plans for 2025.
Where did it just go?
What? Not a drone, not an orb. Yeah, what is that?
Tell me what that is. Tell me what that is, sister. Tell me.
I don't know. Nah, look at them lights.
Whoa.
What the heck? It's like a big old
Hell.
mothership or something over there.
What's going off?
Anybody ever seen anything like this before? And now they gone.
Where's he gone? They've gone?
Oh no. This would make me not want to drive anymore.
Thank you.
Like I'd be tripping out.
They're machines. They hunt us, but they don't eat us. They don't sleep. They don't breathe. They don't go an inch above 8,000 feet. It's not a living creature. That's programming.
By who? Good shot.
Thanks.
What y'all take from that one? No, look at his eye. Look at his eye. He's glitching. On live TV.
The Matrix is failing. The Matrix is failing. The Matrix of control is failing. You see it. Meta is down. Trying to get rid of TikTok. Facebook, Instagram, Messenger, they're down. TikTok is not going anywhere. It's too big to fail. Remember whenever C-19 was going on and they said, oh, these businesses are too big to fail. We got to funnel your tax dollars into these big businesses. And now all of a sudden a CEO is unalived on the street. And we know more about Luigi Mangione than we do Weinstein, Epstein Island, and Diddy. Where's those lists? Where's the damn lists at? We've been talking about open the shipping containers for a while. That got silenced real quick.
Real quick.
That's not coming across my feed anymore. We've got drones from a mothership launched from Iran, but yet we're not doing anything. That's not a security risk, is it? TikTok is a security risk here, folks. We had a congressional just not too long ago about aliens living in the sea. Well, if they're there and they've been there longer than we have, who are the aliens? They're not aliens. Mothership over the Atlantic near New Jersey, and we're just doing nothing about it. The Matrix is falling.
All right, look, y'all.
All right, y'all. This is a live cam. We're back at it again. This thing is moving. Oh my gosh. What in the world's going on in New Jersey, y'all?
Oh, dang.
And we doing y'all a live view, y'all, because this thing is a lot. It's like moving, y'all. Like real talk. This portal thing. I don't know what this is. This little blue thing. Extended. Screen. Look, y'all. Screen. Yeah. Look, y'all. This is a live view from New Jersey Beach. Oh my goodness. Look, y'all. This is no lie. Right now, this shit is happening. Don't do it too close because we want to be able to see. Live view, y'all. This thing is something like, maybe go back up. It's good. Something look like it's coming out of this portal.
Hmm.
You know, but one point in my discussions privately with General Secretary Gorbachev, when you stop to think that we're all God's children, wherever we may live in the world, I couldn't help but say to him, just think how easy his task and mine might be in these meetings that we held if suddenly there was a threat to this world from some other species, from another planet, outside in the universe. We'd forget all the little local differences that we have between our countries, and we would find out once and for all that we really are all human beings here on this earth together. Well, I don't suppose we can wait for some alien race to come down and threaten us, but I think that between us we can bring about that realization. In our obsession with antagonisms of the moment, we often forget how much unites all the members of humanity. Perhaps we need some outside universal threat to make us recognize this common bound. I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world. And yet I ask you, is not an alien force already among us? What could be more alien to the universal aspirations of our peoples than war and the threat of war? I think maybe I'd answer it this way. I keep, in my frustration sometimes, you know, actually, if you count some of the things going on in smaller countries and all, there have been about 114 wars since World War II. But I've often wondered, what if all of us in the world discovered that we were threatened by a power from outer space, from another planet?
3 times.
Wouldn't we all of a sudden find that we didn't have any differences between us at all? We were all human beings, citizens of the world, and wouldn't we come together to fight that particular threat?
I asked someone a week ago, like, how much is America in debt? And they were like, this many trillion. And then I asked a rhetorical question, but the dumbest question I've ever asked myself, I said, well, you know, how much does the earth cost? Think about a bad question. But how much is the earth worth? Yeah, what is the earth worth? All the things on earth. Yeah. And it's saying we can't buy it. We couldn't make enough money to buy the earth, right? So that means we made money. So if money is the key to all people's happiness and will solve everything and everyone's doing things for money, let's just make more money. But it's not about making more money. It's about keeping poor people poor and rich people rich, and keeping people in their place. And right now, we're experiencing the fall of Rome, or the Titanic has now hit a glacier, and there's people who would prefer to go down with the Titanic than to get on a lifeboat because they don't want to get seawater on their dress or on their nice outfit. The people are so programmed and brainwashed into classism and protectionism that it's difficult for people to embrace innovation unless it has a tag on it that's got a name brand connected to it that says, with this innovation, you will be better than the person, you'll be better than your next door neighbor. You know, when I made Sunday service,
Dropping them gems.
Actually, actually, it's a link along that tether line you see there, 25 feet of umbilical cord. That contains the life support system and communications link from the spacecraft life support system out through that chest pack.
This looks crazy. That looked like a B movie that didn't make it to the theaters.
So why are we just finding out that non-speaking autistic kids have superpowers? And I know you like superpowers. Yes, superpowers. There are studies that say non-speaking autistic kids can speak through telepathy. You heard what I just said, telepathy. That's unreal. But it's so godlike. Just hearing that alone shows me the power of God. And it's gonna be a lot of people like, where do you get that information from? If you need the information and you really wanna know about it, go listen to the Telepathy tapes. That is a podcast about non-speaking autistic kids that basically have superpowers. So to break it down in layman's terms, they're studying these kids using devices, iPads, tablets, etc. And these kids communicate a very untraditional way. And where superpowers come into play is they don't even know that they're connected to a regular body. Meaning their frequency is so high, they think that they are one spirit. Wow. It's so crazy that some of them even have ongoing telepathy with their mother. And it may sound unbelievable that they were even able to know what their mother was doing when they wasn't even with them. That's different. Needless to say, this is something that's very interesting. I'm definitely gonna go down the rabbit hole because it's worth it.
A perpetual twilight is beneath us. So we have the sun above our head, which is 32 nautical miles in diameter. It spirals in and spirals out, bringing the seasons. Okay, the land beneath us has the black sun, which is stationary, and it's 800 nautical miles in diameter, and it's fixed because the astral jet has to come shooting out through that hole, hit the parabolic mirror, and shower down on us. Before, there used to be trees that light would go shooting through, and that was like the living, breathing astral web that spread out across the earth. And now, that's all been chopped down, and we're living in a mining colony. Everybody is working for worthless paper backed by their own stupidity, and now their god is time. Their time is money. You will get to school on time, pay your bills on time, everything will be done in time.
Yo, what is this? That's a centipede.
It's a centipede. Yeah. That's a good sized bat too, look at it.
This is fucking National Geographic.
Wow.
That's creepy. I do not like centipedes. The controlled demolition of Tartaria. Look at this. Used to look so much better.
Welcome back with the One World Tartarians. TikTok, this is for entertainment purpose only. Fiction legends. Recent mudfloods. And here you got the proofs. You see this? A whole house, just the roof, is left uncovered. In this picture here, where are all the people? Why there's no people here, man? Just buildings. Because they just performed a reset. That's why. It was underground. half of the building. Why all the half floor first floors? Right here. Because of the mud flood. Civilization's 200 feet below the sea. This is crazy. Underwater lion city of Kiando Lake, China's Atlantis. Ruins of Cleopatra's palace, Alexandria, Egypt. Whole ass pharaoh statue underwater. It's like some Yu-Gi-Oh type Millennium Stone shit. Whole ass pyramid. Mayan style pyramid here. That is crazy, bro. Insane.
Here. Look.
Yo, what is this?
I don't think that's it. It sounds like somebody.
And it's gone just like that. Says everyone forgets that in 1561, the city newspaper of Nuremberg reported a drone war in the skies above the city. Doesn't it look familiar? Issue of Judge magazine, Uncle Sam holds a crying native baby that has a tag of the Philippines on it. Philippines, huh? I'm just saying. It was everywhere. So this is in a museum. I'm just saying.
As if the drone story couldn't get any crazier, now we have clear video of one of these drones chasing an airplane. See, the government can't hide anything from us anymore. Everything in this about these plasmoids and these angels are all in Ezekiel chapter 10. But I want to ask y'all a different question. Can you believe that we're now finding out that they've been hiding things in the sky, hiding plasmoids or angels for 77 years? Wonder what their plan is to hide it when they start revealing themselves.
That's a long time, right?
Somebody convinced me that I haven't jumped timelines or switched to a new matrix or that there's not been a glitch in the matrix. So let me explain what I have been trying to legitimize and make logical in my head all day long, and I still cannot figure out what has happened here. Yesterday, I took my daughter to a thrift store. We were looking for a specific chair. She saw this pair of Elsa shoes from the movie Frozen and would not leave without them. They were old, they were kind of worn, and I was like, whatever, grab the shoes, let's take them home. They'll be perfect for dress up. I put them in her basket in her room. And this morning, I came in here into the living room where we keep our shoes in that shoe basket there. And I see the Elsa shoes. And I was like, well, that's really weird. I had put this pair of shoes in her room in her dress-up basket. I can't believe she's already gotten them out and put them back in the basket. And so I picked up the shoes. I walked to her room and to the basket thinking, well, I'll just put them back in there. And there's 2 pairs of these shoes. There's 2 pairs of these shoes. But that wasn't the part that I'm so confused about. On the bottom, because again, I got these at a secondhand store, on the bottom of these shoes, the same writing.
What?
So again, it's not like one pair was picked up somewhere else and they're secondhand. It's not like they were purchased at Walmart or something, and we accidentally grabbed 2 pairs of these shoes. And also, I thought, okay, I asked her dad, did you buy her some of these shoes? He said, no, I didn't. I also thought back to Christmas. My mom had gotten her a pair of little Elsa shoes, and then, but that's not them, these are them. It's a completely different pair of shoes altogether. They're the same shoe. It's the same size. They're both worn out in the same distress in the same way, like they're secondhand.
She tripping out right now.
I'm so confused. Also, look at one of the shoes in each pair is missing a strap. In this pair, it's on this shoe, on the right shoe, and on this pair, it's on the left shoe. But both are missing a strap. Somebody explain this to me, because I'm still mind fucking.
We got a spy drone. Oh, it's a solar-powered aircraft that can quietly cruise through the stratosphere for months at a time. That's a long time. Wait, what? So how does that disprove?
It is out of Area 51 that the tape we are about to show you was supposedly smuggled.
On Friday, July 26, 1996, the offices of Rocket Pictures, a producer-distributor of motion pictures and television programs, received a phone call. A male voice, identifying himself only as Victor, claimed to be in possession of a videotaped interview with an extraterrestrial being. Tom Coleman, president of Rocket Pictures, was intrigued enough to take the call.
I, of course, thought this was some hoax. In fact, I thought it might have even been my brother at one point. But as we spoke, this was someone who seemed to be very serious. We went back and forth on this, and I basically decided that, you know, this is a little bit too weird for me. Thank you and goodbye. As I hung up, I had a very strange feeling that maybe, just maybe, there was something here. He said he had a tape of a space alien, an ET, that was being held in a military installation in Nevada. I'm not sure as a prisoner or a guest. And he had this on tape.
Are the inconsistencies between various tales coming out of Area 51 evidence that these stories are lies? Or are the discrepancies the result of an intentional campaign of disinformation designed to discredit any elements of truth that may be reaching the public?
If so, how does Victor fit into the jigsaw puzzle of questionable witnesses to the alien presence at Area 51? Is he a hoaxer, a government dupe, or a frightened whistleblower with the hard evidence to back up his story?
I made it very clear to Victor that his credibility was the entire issue here, and that everybody's going to think this is a hoax, and that how are they going to possibly verify this? What he said was, you can do anything you want in terms of verified, any type of due diligence. He will answer whatever questions put forward. We could do whatever type of checking. We could bring in experts. We could have the tape tested. We could, in fact, he encouraged all of these aspects. He just did not want his face and his real name revealed.
At Coleman's insistence, Victor agreed reluctantly to appear on camera, but only in disguise, in shadow, and with his voice electronically altered. The questions were agreed upon in advance, but during the actual interview, the discussion occasionally deviated from Victor's approved questions.
Anybody seen that interview? I haven't.
This one should also be very obvious if you're a beginner and if you have a little bit of critical thinking left. You can see here at the top how it's just melting like ice cream. You see dripping coming down, you see scorching, you see here rock curtain coming down, you see bricks turn into blocks here, you see more dripping here in this area, rock curtain. You see here how it's all melted smooth just because it was cooked. And down here again you see a rock curtain coming over, covering the building, all the melt flow over the building and covering it. It's very obvious, it's not a mountain and nobody carved anything.
Meltology for your beginners.
Introducing the Melted World Theory.
There's a theory out there that at one point the world became melted, and some even point to ancient civilizations using nuclear weapons, and they point to the melted buildings all around the world, the red brick and the granite buildings that you see, and they ask the question, what caused this to happen? And you might say, well, that's crazy, but the more you look into it, the more you're going to find stuff like this, and you're just going to wonder, what happened here? The official narrative is that in 95% of these cases, this is erosion. This is just minerals breaking down to look like mountains. And we see these buildings and these stairs and all these different stuff. It just kind of blends back into nature. In a lot of cases, it just doesn't make any sense. I mean, nobody would build a place like this. Nobody would build some type of house in the side of a mountain like this. Many believe it was some type of solar event. The only question is when.
When? Was it a solar event? Or was there something else to it?
There's a lot of places out there that look kind of strange. And it almost looks as if they've become melted. Now, many scholars say that they built these little houses into the cliffs. And much of this was just natural erosion. But I don't think that story makes a whole lot of sense. Why would people build these places? Why would they build right into the cliff sides? And sometimes we only see half of a door, half of a window. And then we have to ask, well, what happened? Many speculate that it was some kind of solar event, although some refer back to ancient Indian texts about their Vimana crafts that had laser weaponry and energy weapons, which could have easily melted stone. So what makes more sense here? Are we looking at simply erosion or something far greater at play?
I think it's something far greater. I'm just being honest. I think there was something out there that happened. That was a very advanced civilization. If you just look at all the buildings, they were very advanced. That means that the weapons were probably very advanced at the time as well. And something happened to where all the people are gone and they melted like everything. You know what I'm saying? So with all these sightings in the sky, hopefully nothing's about to happen soon. But yeah, guys, these are some of the most creepy and strange TikToks that are out there. If you like the content, don't forget to subscribe, turn your notification bells on, and until next time, YouTube, peace.